Session 8 is titled Inspired by the Risen Lord, and we can find ourselves inspired by the gospel resurrection appearances and by Paul's explanation of the resurrection of the body. Both will help us understand the basis for trust in God and the life-giving role of the Holy Spirit. But first, let's talk about doubt. Many of her fans were shocked to learn that the saintly Mother Teresa had confessed in letters to friends her own struggles with doubt and faith. I don't know about you, but as a university professor, I often hear colleagues describe their skepticism about the value of organized religion and even of the Bible. A few days after the trauma of Jesus' arrest, trial, and crucifixion, Jesus appeared to his disciples. Thomas had been absent for this startling event and immediately voiced his doubts about it. But the full story in John 20 can help us understand that the interplay among doubt, knowledge, and faith can actually be transformative. The two disciples who walked the Emmaus Road with the risen Christ also had trouble recognizing him. But their eyes were opened when Jesus blessed and broke bread for them. The mystery in the ritual of breaking the bread came first and led them to belief. The arrival of the Holy Spirit at Pentecost is another important aspect of God's presence among Jesus' followers after his death and resurrection. This month, our focus is on empowerment by the Holy Spirit. Next month, we will look more closely at the resulting first-century mission and its implications for Christians today. Finally, Session 8 reminds us that Paul's affirmation of Jesus' resurrection in his first letter to the Corinthians came at least 15 years before the written Gospels. The assurance that the risen Christ, that God is with us, can comfort and strengthen us, as it did the disciples. Session 8 will provide opportunities to study the impact of Christ's resurrection on the early Christian community, analyze the ways in which doubt, hope, trust, and mystery affect the lives of Christians, understand the role of the Holy Spirit and the mission of the early church in today. Consider what supports our trust in God's continuing presence.